Hello everybody, welcome to my crochet nook. I'm Linda and today I'm going to do a book review. And the book that I'm going to review is going to be Connect the Squares Crochet Motifs by Edie Ekman. I keep showing all these new books that I buy and that, and I thought, do you know what, I'm going to do a review on this book. I do like Edie Ekman, and I do particularly love the way her books are made and produced. So I'm going to turn you to overhead, and we will make a start on reviewing this book. Okay, so this book is a hardback, and as I said in the introduction, it is by Edie Ekman. And the particular reason I enjoy these books and working with these books is the spiral binding, which when you're reading and you're working from the book, it lies flat without it closing up, and and the photography and the paper is wonderful. We've got different, the photography, as you can see here, is just amazing. And then we go into the contents, what is actually in the book, and it's really broken down into different parts. So we've got a part 1, a part 2 and a part 3. Techniques, and it goes through all the different techniques and getting it together, how to join, and the continuous motifs different, then the motifs and the actual joins for each different motif, because each motif joins differently. And then there are actually 11 patterns, so you get 11 patterns to be able to play with. Then we've got the motif directory, which is really good, a glossary, yarn sources, acknowledgements, and then the index. We've got a really nice introduction, which gives various different of the motifs. And then we go into a quick start guide here. It has both the American and the UK terminology. Also, the techniques, part 1 techniques, and it just goes through, the subdivisions in each, chapter, so to speak. Getting started, how to read your charts. And even though I read chart and I can read patterns, I read the pattern and then I follow the diagram. It's just the way, and I think we're all different. And then I really want to read this to you. I'm a lefty, and I just want to read this because I think it's really, really good. The trials and tribulations of being left-handed. Scissors don't cut, the ergonomic computer mouse at work doesn't fit your hand, and crochet patterns assume you crochet with your right hand. It's lucky you are smart enough to know that usually when a crochet pattern says right, you think left, and vice versa. If you need to flip the images in the book for a better perspective, look at them in a mirror or scan the page and flip it on the vertical axis. You'll do just fine. And that is very true. I was taught to crochet by a right-handed, but I crochet left-handed, but I much prefer to follow a right-handed tutorial than a left, because that was just the way I was taught. We're all different and it's no right and wrong way. And then we've got some beautiful pictures, imagery on chaining, and the photograph and of the detail is superb. I really, really love how these books are laid out, and it goes through starting around and double crochet, single crochet, without, you can do it with a slip knot or without the slip knot, and then ending around invisible or tapestry needle join. And that's something I want to learn. And they're all like these little tips in throughout the book, which is really, really good. Variegated yarns, how they look, and tips, hand wind balls to see how yarn colours progress before you stitch. So just little things, you know, and choosing the yarn and giving you various sizes. This is a crochet thread, then we've got a DK, then we've got a worsted weight, and we've got a DK wool. And it explains here why wool, the gauge matters, hand winding. So it really, really informative. And she's done like the colour wheel, working with the colour wheel and choosing the colours, and it's just a brilliant. I know I'm just going through the first bit and you're thinking, oh come on, move on, but I just wanted to show you everything, you know, people. This, I'm hoping this helps people, you know, to see what the book contains, and joining as you go, and continuous patterns. So there's quite a lot, you know, and connecting, as you can see the diagram with the red that shows you, you know, the connections. And so you see this is the diagram and this is the actual piece of work. And again here we've got the same. So I just want to go through some motifs with you. You know, so this one here is really particularly nice, and this looks almost ruffled. And we've got this one here then, you know, connecting. So you connect through each one, and it's colour, so the it's very well written. What I'm trying to say is, and everything, all the details are in place, and it, you know, kind of the red is the whip stitch seam, and so yeah, so that is all that, and it goes quite well. And I'm just going to move on because there's one shawl I wanted to show you, one of the patterns. Look at that shawl. Isn't that just amazing? Absolutely gorgeous. That'd be lovely in winter. It's this snowy shaped shawl, and there's quite a few. We've got the pink cushion. They'd be nice as gifts. I just want to cover the instructions. And you know, you've got blankets. What else have we got? We've got I really like this. This is the Poet Vest, and with the variegated yarn. Isn't that so pretty? I mean, in the winter that'd be an extra layer. And right, I want to take you now to I want to show you this. I saw this and it just blew my mind. Look at that. That is a crocheted lampshade. Isn't that just awesome? Absolutely awesome. And now we're getting to, you know, we've got the motif diary, which is something I really like, because sometimes when you start a project, you know what you want, but you're not quite sure of the stitch you want to use, or, you know, kind of you want to do a granny square blanket, but not particularly using the granny stitch, or you want to use the granny stitch for some of the motifs, but you want to have patterns as well. And this is just, so we've got the classic grannies, little double crochet, gathered chains, lacy links, layered mesh, single crochet, double crochet, all clustered, triple petals. One day I'm really going to have a go at doing this, the triangles. I've just got a thing about triangles. Start with a flower, so it shows you how to start your flower and then make it into a square, a triangle, a hexagonal, a circle, a pentagon. And then we've got 3D fawn, swirls, radiance, picot in floral, wheels and shells, inner connectivity, which is really good. So you've got 4 what you call them, flowers, and then you just join them together. I really like that. And then it goes on to the glossary and acknowledgements, yarn sources where she's got the yarn for the particular projects, the index, which is always good, always invaluable to have in any book really. And last but not least, my favorite is the stitch key. And you could actually photograph that, download it on your computer, shrink it to size, to what you want it, and have it print it off. And then you can put it in each of your project bags. It's just simple to have instead of carrying the book around with you. So I hope you enjoyed this quick guide through this amazing book by Edie. I absolutely love it, and I know I will get lots and lots of use out of this, particularly stitching and joining motifs together. So once again, thank you ever so much for subscribing to my channel. Please like, share, and leave a comment on what you liked about this particular book. And until next time, everybody, stay safe, be kind to you, and I'll see you all again real soon. Bye.